Bang, bang, bang. Bang. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Lotus,
Yep.
Pearl,
Breeze.
Breeze. DFM picked, or no, SPG picked Lotus. DFM picked Pearl. Split, or Breeze decider. DFM start defense on Lotus, SPG start defense on Pearl, and then SPG start defense on Breeze.
It's good.
on.
It's on.
50, 50, 50, 40, 30. 50, 40, 40, 40, 20. 60, 60, 20, 80, 50. 50, 60, 80, 80, 50. I think Illy's better.
Give me the illy.
Thirty, 40, 50, 50, 50. 24, 50, 40, 40, 50.
I think so too.
Radar. Means.
I believe so. Let me check.
Yeah, I think it's mics are live.
I think Mike's alive. Yeah, I hear Angus. Yeah, we're good.
Insane hot mic.
I guess they want Illy, even though all of them go up on Illy. Whatever. We're just fucking talking to talk.
Right. We're going into map number 1, Lotus. Perfect. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PCMT. We're starting map 1 on Lotus. We got DFM, Dementia Found Me, and SPG, Spank Theory Gaming. If you're asking why that doesn't line up, stop asking questions. I'm here, joined by my co-host, Pavel, who will be doing my cast together.
Hello.
And what do you think of these comps so far? What they're currently lining up for Lotus?
The CSPG has something pretty standard. Got the double controller, raise, fade chamber. Nothing too crazy there. Although the only other SPG game I saw was Fuzzy going crazy on that chamber, so be looking to see that happen again. Although more interesting picks happening on DFM side, specifically double duelist with the Waylay raise. That's pretty
Interesting.
fun.
Interesting
And
Waylay pick.
Vice over a chamber, which is fine. Vice is also good. Notable thing for the viewers is that Nick for DFM is MIA, so sees the two heads will know Jua is subbing in on the Omen for DFM. And Ender, don't forget to hit the right bracket, follow Angus.
Or following Angus.
Oh, am I?
Oh, are you? Or do we have a
I don't know. I was just here to be here.
Oh.
Who are we following?
I can do it though.
Okay.
Well, good thing I said that out loud, or else I would have just been following you. But okay. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So thanks for Angus for observing on the shortest notice possible.
We're gonna pop into this round with a lot of C pressure from the side of SPG, that one. They're going in this side pretty fast. Pushing through. They're gonna take a 1v1. They get one traded out. 4v4 taking the site. You got a lurk. They're just gonna leave actually, going towards B. But they have a wall set up towards it.
Yeah.
Stalling
Hot start to
out.
the round, but they're just gonna play it a bit quiet. It's only a 4v4, so kind of an even trade, and we'll see if they decide to work the map a lot or just slowly walk to one choke and pop out. Although they do have single duelists, and that duelist has been dead, so we'll see how well they can entry onto a site without their duelist player.
Blanca looking for info, not finding it, but it does look like it's going to be a setup towards A. Viper wall popped. Now they're just going to speed up into this. Going to look to go to tree.
30 seconds left.
Blanca now pushing back into sight. This is set up for a big fight here. Utility used. Blanca swing doesn't get one, but Masao gets the trade. 1v3. Masao in a very isolated position. Searching for it. Swings out. Doesn't get it. 14 seconds left, and they're just going to maybe rotate. No, they're not. They're going to double back. Duncan almost found. He's going to start getting the plant.
One enemy remaining.
Scan gets pulled
Spike
off.
planted.
Now 1v3 for Jua. Sees Omen. I'm going to the better gun, but Fuzzy has to flank here. Misses! Jua picks it up. 13 HP in a dream. 1v2. Very doable. Both are low enough to headshots here. Looking for him, but they aren't aware of where Omen went. Just searching. Spamming out. Not a lot of time left. Jua speeding up. Uses the smoke. He's not aware that both are flanking him. He's now going to be aware, or should be, but time's running out. He's now going to be playing the smoke, gets found, and that will be a first round secured on the side of SPG.
It was
Came
cheaper.
together. came together pretty nice.
How many times have you heard that now?
They had a bit of a hesitation there. Like 20 seconds in, I think they didn't know whether to go A or B. But they were able to find those 2 crucial picks in the 3v3 that made it really nice. But on the other side, I also like DFM playing to have a lot of bodies on D to defend, like Plat defend, so that Hascan just isn't on his own or giving up the site.
Really aggressive here, being main. They've now trapped 3 of them in the corner. Waylay escaping, dashing out, but he's still aware, pushing through. 2. Might be a round thrown over. 2 attack very low. Oh my goodness, what a shot! They go through the box. Now they just have A. Pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for. Sorry, I'm looking for their media sheet, but that box by
Enemy
the
remaining.
blue door or blue room door is just so hard to play around. They had to be there at one point, but they get found out. Taken care of, clean eco round on the side of SPG, and now it's all down to their bonus. And looking at the buys, it seems pretty standard, but it's not a terrible bonus because they have 2 rifles, 2 Spectres, so very doable here.
Looking to just deal some real damage to the econ right now. And
I do not. We're just in the game.
mound pressure being put towards, but Teklo's gonna get the first pick. Dashes back out. Now we're just gonna slow back down. We got some bit of mid pressure, nothing towards A. So we're just gonna wait. Fuzzy misses, but he's looking for Hascan. Can he find it? Hascan is giving the fight to him, but they get smoked off. Now they're just gonna retreat. But this mid pressure might be a lot, but they're searching for it. Blanca learning towards A. But Coolio's gonna try. I think they're gonna get aggressive here. Look at the pace. Don't find one. Jua gets the kill. They're kind of spread out right now.
There's that pick they were looking for.
Gonna fall back here.
Get it. We're going to start getting it towards it. Not sprayed. Teklo setting up. Bad slow usage. Waiting. Dies. Prepared for the fight here.
We'll catch them.
3v4. It's just gonna slow down. They're clearing, but now we're gonna get set up for fights right now. Teklo, first to engage on Thighs. Thighs moves out, gets the pick. Thighs gets traded. Ball is out. Leading the charge for this. Picks up on Duncan. Fuzzy finds him. And that is such a clean retake from the side of SPG.
Yeah,
Or,
really nice.
CFM.
Seems like the slowdowns in the mid round from SPG are kind of making them a bit uncomfortable. They end up having to peek with bodies a lot, but Jua gets a nice spray down in B main. And honestly, pretty smart from Tekla to just not try to go for a hero play there and just play the retake with the team, and they're able to clean it up nicely against the bonus here. So now I'm curious if they're going to try something fast on C-Mount, or if it's going to be another C-Mount push into round slowdown that they've been doing the last 3 rounds.
We've seen pings on in on the side of DFM. They're just going to push through, fight it. Recognize that there's 3, so I think we're going to start seeing towards a C push, but actually not. They're just backing up. A lot of pressure put out and just kind of not a lot given. So we're going to see a 5v5, but DFM are pushed up, and they're going to be looking for a fight. They get one. Looking for a second. Swing far out from a South. Doesn't get it. Now Longclaw's just going to back up. 4v4. It's looking normal.
Yeah, it's very interesting that they didn't take the mound for free, and they instead wanted to refight when they heard everyone was there. So 1-for-1 trade puts it in a precarious position for both teams, kind of. Obviously, they have rumble control now. It might be a bit easier to end up towards A or B, but they're going to slow down again and maybe cross map.
We're just seeing rotates right now.
Mm-hmm.
But Fuzzy is searching for a kill. And C has pretty much nobody on it. They have the Vice wall, but it
30
does only a
seconds
little
left.
bit of stall if someone just gets on the site and just takes space. And they're setting up for it. And that's, I think they're going to recognize soon that they are going to be C. Balls up. And slow. And now we see the rotates come around. We just need to see the space being taken. 13 seconds left. Longclaw is
10
still sitting
seconds
on
left.
A. Now he's to rotate around. Spam's coming
Spike
through. Duo
planted.
almost dies.
Yeah, DFM are really low here.
He's gonna take the swing. Longclaw's getting aggressive. He's searching for one. Will they give it to him? Slow comes out. Teklo swinging out aggressive, and they're all the way through. Longclaw's getting for one. Longclaw missed. Flying goes out. There's through. Thighs gets
One
two.
enemy remaining.
Donkey gets another, and it's just a flaw. It's just a flawless hold on the side of SPG.
Yeah, Thigh's working a miracle there. There's going to be a slow half. SPG are playing it very interestingly, where they're taking a lot of pauses, really kind of making DFM question where they want to be on the map. And even though they have, like, you know, the Vice wall to tell people if they are pushed past a certain point, it still doesn't give them that great of info. Maybe they need to be slightly more proactive to find out exactly where they are, because they're just gonna rotate on rotate.
Fuzzy picking the initial pickup on the Vice, which is super important for how they're playing. You just pointed it out. That Vice will give the info. Now it's not. So all of a sudden they start committing towards A and back up. Could become a problem. Now, we're seeing the initial pressure push from A. Tree is open. A lot of damage. A lot of health missing from the side of DP. They're pushing through. DFM is now gone. We're seeing just the aggression on the side of SPG, and they're just going to slow down. Hold site, and mostly just, I'm just going to guess they're just going to hold site here and not get too aggressive.
Yeah, hopefully with the little anti-eco setup. The only person out in the open is
Teleport's
Op,
ready.
but he should be in any danger here.
Last player standing.
Oh, flawless from the side of SPG, and they are now up 4-1. It is an attacker-sided map, but this is looking very rough for the side of DFM, not being really able to hold anything down from being able to stop SPG, and it just takes.
Yeah, it's a lot of good mid-rounding from SPG, and I do like that they finally commit a full site hit, and that they do it on an anti-eco, where, I mean, you don't really have to do all of these mid-round mind games against the worst guns. You can just kind of brute force your way through like that with the Fade ult. So
Where are you?
they have that repertoire as well.
I'm aware of the mound presence. Two players are playing it, but they're just not. They're not going to engage it. They're just going to back up. They do get the info on A main, but they don't know how many. And now this mid pressure is going to come through, and they're kind of leaving B. Longclaw's the only one watching it, and if he looks away for a second, this could be disastrous. Door open. Trouble coming through. Jua gets one. Traded out, but now they're up. DFM is now up on this advantage. And they are...
Back in a flash.
Fuzzy is still just watching A.
Close call there for Longclaw, but gets the info. Maybe they can infer that that's the weak side with the chamber up.
Haskin gets picked off by Thighs. And they are just... Yet again, just slow again. Not really wanting to, you know, overcommit, make mistakes. And they are aware of where the chamber is, but... committing to this push without your third teammate is a little risky. But they're going for it.
30 seconds left.
Fuzzy rotating around. We get the ultimate out of Longclaw. He's gonna go searching for one. Duncan TP's out. Now gone. Thighs get traded. Duncan TPing all the way to A site. Fuzzy's waiting. Misses the shot. Gets tagged low. Both of them are incredibly low right now.
10
Yeah,
seconds
it's
left.
like 33 health between them. They have a lot of space, so they need a couple picks here, like
There.
Duncan on Teklo, to make this
One
winnable.
enemy remaining.
Duncan just gets caught out. Not really much you can do, and I think
Teleport's ready.
just
My
gonna be a
ult is ready.
save from Fuzzy, but he does get a pick.
That's the same angle that Fuzzy and Duncan, or sorry, Fuzzy and Longclaw were looking at each other with that whole round. Finally ends up in a kill at the end, but
Let's go.
good hold there from DFM. They're kind of able to manage these trades, and they're always getting a couple in these early round fights. Even if they go even, it's allowing them to just clutch up with the last 3 players left. And now we're going to see probably a big ult round with many ults on both sides. Important gun round for DFM, so I'm interested to see how this level fight turns out.
Ray's all just coming out. They're aware where it is, and they're just going to keep backing up. Ray could definitely get something out of it and misses the ultimate. Looks at the fight. Gets it! And now Ray's used. Long claw. Sal gets another. They're managing to hold it down. Long claw gets caught out. 3v3 now. Great Viper ult invested. 2v3 on the side of DFM, and Masao just holding back sight. SPG might rotate. Really might happen again, where they just kind of stall out, and not stall out, but like slow it down and then just rotate. But Coolio's sitting in his ult. And Masao can walk around this. Oh, he's aware.
Last player
not aware.
standing.
Thighs is. Now it's a 1v3. Decided DFM. Hascan has a lot to do. If he even goes for it, he is low on money. Could be worth it to save.
Spike planted.
Yeah, especially with the pit down, but the pit isn't covering the spike itself, so it will be noted. Ding down to 50.
No more thorns.
It is looking less and less likely.
He looks like he's just gonna go fight for it, which I don't know if is the right call, but they did spot him again, which just might be enough for Coolio to start pushing forward.
Yeah, Coolio's gonna maybe wanna not let him out, but just gets the timing. So gun should be safe, and you see one more, like, that's only the second other like full committal round from SPG, and that one's off the back of a couple ults and using that ult advantage to take all that space. That Raze ult did not get challenged at all by DFM, and he got all the way to the site before even having to shoot it, so very high value, and then able to get the Viper ult down in stairs. Caught players trying to walk around at his timings, and that's a full round. The bright side of all that for DFM, even though they lost a round, is that they didn't use ults. So a possibility to come back here with those.
Yeah, Masao invested one into the round, which was just to stall pressure, but you still have 3 more that are plenty powerful on their own. Like some early aggro out of SPG again towards an area, whichever one, A or C. They have some more pressure, and it looks like they're just going to back away. They're playing ult orb. It feels like they're just trying to grab ult orbs and then just kind of leave, go move around, not stay static. And it seems to be really putting DFM into the ringer here of what they're trying to do.
Yeah, they take C mount almost every round, and almost every time they leave it right afterwards. But we might see an actual 5-man push here into A, if they don't run into too much opposition.
They are playing on site here. Masao playing close. Now it's all about the smoke comes down. Util out. They're going to spot Raze. Now they're using the util. They're going to actually back up here so they can play retake. It might be the smart idea. Nade invested. These swords. Long claw. They're aware of where his position is.
30
now
seconds
he's going to
left.
fight for his life. He actually just isn't going to be contested in it. It looks like Spike is going to go down. But he is out in the open. They're watching where Longclaw is. Now we got a full side take. It looks like it's just going to be a full front side take besides Teklo. He's going to come walking through B here. Get the tag. Vice ult engaged. And it's going to get a lot of them. Damage done. They're searching. Doesn't find the Raze. Now Longclaw's out. Abundant Raze used. Julio goes down. 2v3. Fuzzy gets the pick, and it just chaos erupts. And out come SPG on top.
Yeah, crazy work by the pistols of SPG. And it's sad that they're not able to come away with a DFM after the full setup. Maybe they're just a bit too slow to kick off that 5v5 retake and really flood in. But SPG are just able to fully hold their ground in those strong positions like tree and back site, hard to root out.
I feel like it was a very one-dimensional attack where we did have Teklo coming from the back line, but I think we needed one of
Where are
just so that you get started.
This is our
Actually
first
coming
true
out.
Rebel fight. Yeah, it's 1-for-1.
It's not too bad, considering
Yeah,
that
for the eco.
Bring them down.
I'm cut off towards tree, but I don't think they're just going to slow their pace down. But they have stalled slightly. Just waiting for something. Waiting for someone to make a wrong move, someone to step out into them, and they're just going to wait for the smoke to fade.
Poison orb emitting.
Now they're aware of their pressure. They're just going to start stepping towards A. Smoke invested.
Poison's
Long
off.
fall. Looks like it's just going to drop towards slower. He doesn't find one. Almost catches him out. Coleo's in a really rough spot here. Gets caught. And now it's a 3v4. A lot more winnable. And one of them's leaving tree. Teklo searching, gets it, unbelievable, but Fuzzy gets a trade on the long claw. And now they know both are free roughly. Slow is invested from Duncan. Uses the smoke. 3v2, they just need to swing it to top. It's Houston, finds one. Now it's Duncan. Pulls back.
Last player standing.
Brown, can, finds
This is
it.
bullshit.
And that is a beautiful, amazing job from the side
50.
of DFM.
All that.
Yeah,
And
really
we're
well
so
played by
humans.
DFM playing off of each other during that retake, using their bodies to make up for the fact that they have worse guns. Getting a great pick onto Coolio to open it up, and then honestly some great work by
Now
Teklo.
we
Getting
win.
the dash kill, refracting back, using another one to buy a
Retreating
little bit
wall.
more time for a Hascan to get a good trade. So, really nice. Now I want to see if they can convert this into
Now we wait.
a gun round win, which
Rip and tear.
where SPG have been really looking on top of things, and we'll see if they can actually hold like a Mount or a Rebel here.
Almost gets caught out, but they are fighting towards
There.
it. Duncan TP's back. They're just kind of waiting. Teklo maybe looking to get aggressive. They're just going to wait it out. Flash invested.
Bomb buddy out.
We're having Rebel fights as well. We have a lot of fights going on, and not a lot of winners right now.
Yeah, they didn't take
There.
one side heavy, they took both Mount and a Rebel. So I'm wondering at what point they know that they have to be inside. It's Chua who finds out.
Fuzzy then finds Teklo. Now it's a lot more even. They're going to try looking for Hascan. They are going to find him. Caught him out. And not a lot of health on Long Claw, so this one's going to be a really rough
Bring them
2v3
down.
retake for the side of DFM.
It's unfortunate how the Rebel and Mount control just fell apart after they had it so nicely there. But some great work from them trading out from the center B main, really. And all three of these players are playing from Mount. That's going to be hard with
Fuzzy's
Long at 10 HP as well.
Fuzzy's looking for the flank, but they're going to go for it. They're aware of where they're going to be playing
Last
from.
player standing.
Just need to find one. They're not going to get it. Now a 1v3. Paranoia invested. A lot of util use. And Masao just gets surrounded. Oh, but he makes some noise, so now they know where he is. Doesn't find another, and they just clean him up, making the round look easy.
Yeah, SPG are kind of running circles around them mid-round wise in these full gun-v-gun rounds. I'm actually curious. I feel like I have to watch it back to see how exactly that fell apart, but maybe a little bit overcommitted on the B main there after they have full ANC control, but either way, SPG able to find exactly where the opening is and pick the right site, even in a disadvantaged position. So let's see what this kind of BC split looks like here.
Bring them down.
They're going to go a lot towards B, and Jua's going to be first contact here. He's supposed to B, but they want to get Mount. And it looks like it's a heavy C commit, but, you know, with this team, you never really know.
Yeah, this is just first 30 seconds hit. But Fuzzy gets that pick again. That's why it keeps working out for them, is they're able to usually just get one or get two from sitting in a main and getting players that are peeking out towards these lobby positions.
And just always finding a pick, which allows people to think that you're committed towards the area. The problem is that you either are committing, you're peeking so you can get info and you're dying to it, or you're not getting the info so they're allowed to rotate. We are kind of just in the mid. They're in the little bit of hell right now. They need to just find some semblance of what they're going to do here.
Yeah, and you can see that even though they had 5 people committed to taking mount control, they end up getting rubble entirely for free off the back of it. The
30 seconds left.
eco players can get much going.
They have before, but the question is, do they now? They know where Masao is. Masao swings out, gets the kill.
One enemy remaining.
Masao does not get the kill. Now we just have duo who gets found. It's all said and done.
Last round before the
8-3.
switch.
We'll be honest. I think they need this last gun round here for DFM.
Yeah, this is the last chance to get one good round in. They have a couple good ults, but so do SPG. It'll be Raise Rocket on both sides. You might see a Waylay or Viper ult come online. And we're going to see about this Rubble fight, 'cause this is where Longclaw might feel inclined to do something here. And also they need an insta-rotate.
Steam out of control being taken. Ultimate used from Invested. It's unbelievable. Doesn't get the kill and dies to a fadeaway. And now we're just seeing the aggression. Longclaw picks it up. Looking for the lurk here. Duo looking to find it. Doesn't.
Face your fear!
Now you're seeing ults invested and people die and Fuzzy gets the kill.
One enemy
42.
remaining.
They are fade ulted right now. Longclaw gets it.
Grenade!
Now Longclaw is in a 1v3. I think he's aware of at least some of the position. Gets hit, dead, done. That is just super unfortunate out of DFM.
Switching
They
sides.
just got pub stomped right into the ground there.
Yeah, nothing came to fruition from it, but I did like the Duncan ult at the end there as the super insurance TPing into CT spawn after everything was in chaos there. But either way, amazing round played by SPG and half every gun round, showing that they really know how Lotus works. And I'm pretty sure this is their map pick too, so showing that their practice on this map and theory of what they want to do is really paying off. And we'll see if that continues on the defensive half, as we're going to see these two players see if they can get anything off of these mound pushers.
Just gonna invest in fade. I'm gonna find it. All 5 are committed towards the section. I'm just gonna back up.
Poison orb emitting.
We're seeing the aggression.
Poison's off.
Now, just like a little bit of stall out, door open, and there's a lot of flanking happening. They're in actually a lot of trouble here, DFM. If they get picked here, they're peeking into 2. Doesn't get the 1. Duncan gets it.
Spike down.
Just keep swinging. Keep finding. Still not on it. Duncan. Oh my goodness, he might get a 3rd. Doesn't quite find it. Now it's a 2v2. But the players on the side of DFM are low.
Cover going out.
They don't have Spike. And Chamber's flanking again, dude. We got another flank going on. Hold on. Fuzzy just might find both because they don't have to commit here.
One enemy
Finds
remaining.
1. Jua's low. Doesn't find it. And that's going to be a very solid pistol round out of the side of SPG.
Yeah, this round just already instantly highlights the differences on the defensive setups of these teams, because DFM do something that SPG were doing all attack half, taking mound, not committing to the site, backing up, but the difference is that SPG fully push out of A mound, realize that, or A rubble, realize they have the entire space because C mound's getting taken, push all the way behind them and end up just crushing DFM over the weight of all of those flanks. And you can even see a reflank on C after that. Get that growth.
I invested, but they're not necessarily investing towards C. But if they show this pressure again, they might fall for the trap of maybe they're not going to go A. But a lot towards B. Kind of defaulting out. Just getting the info.
Take hold.
You see they're ready with 3 people here on the B site.
Leading up. One, finds the second, looks for 3, doesn't quite get him. This guy
Spike down,
steals
B.
it from him. Now Chua stuck in main.
Last player
Gonna get
standing.
caught out. And now it's just Hascan flanking, which they are aware of. Oh no. And he's caught looking the wrong direction, but it doesn't matter. Big so fuzzy. Now a 1v4. Can he do it? He gets a second and 2? 3? Not too bad. Not too bad. You'll take what you can get.
Yeah. SVG really ready for that classic second round B rush with the eco, very popular option. So I think they left A pretty weak and just felt like they had that read on B main. So good setup from them. Clean anti-eco. Oh, I hadn't realized that DFM had forced up, I believe, because they're not on a full buy in this round. So this is a must-win for DFM.
Yeah, they're playing 2 muscle rounds. Technically, the hit's pretty low, gets killed. And the right aggression met. They're kind of just aware of where the pressure's coming from. Nade invested, that just bounces the wrong way. Does not clear rubble as they want to.
Yeah, you can see our players.
Gets a third. Hascan gets 2! Unbelievable, how is he not dead?
Last player standing.
Longclaw doesn't get it. Hascan has no HP, and this round really just might be over.
Wall trip.
Wall tripped, he's just not looking. He doesn't care. But Duncan's just gonna go through. Doesn't find the kill. And Duncan clears around pretty nicely there. I'm just gonna win their
Match
investment.
point.
Yeah, good heroics by Haskin at the end of make an opportunity, but you can just see this like vice grip of the SPG defense. They hold the rubble fight, they know people are there, C players are pushing out, just end up just pincer attacking on the defensive side. And it's only been 3 rounds, but it's happened 2 out of the 3 rounds of this defense, so just a really good understanding of the map by SPG on their pick.
I invested. I misses, actually. Doesn't quite quit it, but he gets dinged. Fuzzy. 13 HP, and now falls back here. I invested. C-mount pressure is effectively won, but there's no an A. And now we have a flank going on, and they're just going to rotate, I think, around to it. Maybe. I don't know. Ju is a little bit pushed up.
Yeah, they're trying to take the fight to them, but looks like DFM might have a really good mid-round read here. It really depends on if Masao can convert this.
Masao hears it. Masao should be hearing the chamber right now. Oh, they're looking. They're aware that they could be A. This is just really rough timing. But Duncan's kind of aware of it.
Typical.
Dies finds the pig. Teklo peeking in. Ration coming through. And they're just going to pinch out the A-Wing guy. They're not looking! Dies! Gets 3!
Spike down
He's
A.
looking to go all in this. Unbelievable. I don't even know what they're looking at.
Find you. Mark 2.
And now they know
30
the last 2 are. He's not going to ace. Teklo's going to deny it. Ult invested.
Last
Now
player
just
standing.
1. Teklo evens it back out. It's a 1v1. A very undeserved one. Teklo does not win it. And
Defenders win.
SPG just take the game
like
off
victory.
of whatever was happening there.
Yeah, Dies just ended the game by themselves right there. Able to turn that situation into a 3K. And we see a pretty dominant map there on the side of
Oh, you're talking dominant.
SPG. Yeah,
Well, if you look at the scoreboard right
full
now,
split scoreboard.
this is not individually sorted. Not individually sorted.
Wow.
Yeah, this is pretty rough.
Yeah,
I will not
really
lie.
good map from SPG. DFM Cope that was not their map pick, and they have picked Pearl, which is next. So that's
And
their
they have a player
hope
who
they
hasn't
can.
played in a month.
Sorry.
Who hasn't played Valorant in a month.
True. They hit a couple good shots. She shot a couple times. But
She was solid. It overall was not. I don't think was the deciding factor for that map.
no, that was the whole macro masterclass. But
Yeah, and we're gonna send it to break. Enjoy your guys. Get some water. Get right back to it, and then we'll be back.
Mic's off or what?
I don't know. This thing Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen. Maybe a dude, maybe a guy, who knows? Maybe me, maybe Pavel, maybe Sting, our producer, maybe Angus is back, who knows? But welcome back to the broadcast. I'm still joined by Pavel as my co-host, and we're bringing you Map 2 of Pearl.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm here. Looking to see some more good stuff. And we've got
We're cooked. The overlays backwards. We have to blow up the entire broadcast. We're just cooked. And it's all fixed. I can't believe it. Thank you to our producer Sting for fixing everything and making sure it runs all wonderfully. Pavel, what do you think of this comp setup right now?
DFM was switching between a few things. It's not quite a mirror, but we've got a lot of similarities. We've got Astra, Phoenix, Entry, Duelist, Fade. And then the same thing as the last map with the Chamber versus Vice. So a lot of similar things. So I think it's going to come down to how they play the map.
Pavel, you
like last
observe
game
for
did.
now.
I observe? Oh, how do I not follow people? Okay, here we go.
Following Pavel.
I've never done this. I'm assuming you don't click. What do you hit? Number buttons? Okay, I've never done this before, so it'll be bad. No, you're good, you're good. I'll give it a go. I mostly talk between rounds anyway. We're doing it.
Doing it live, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to see a fight A
Don't that
main
work?
early.
Doesn't?
Oh, Flash. We're seeing all the users come out, and Coolio will
Spike
get
down
up first.
A.
Penis did wrong. Gonna get all torb. Highs gets another. Duncan's looking for a third, but doesn't find it. Astra's fighting each other, end up in a death. They
There.
look like they have to get the. I mean, they have to get the spike. Seems like they look like they do need the spike. Julio gets another. They were seeing chaos right now. Plat comes around. Claw gets another. They're backing up, looking through. Rapina gets traded.
remaining.
Oh, and they get another. And now
Somehow.
Fuzzy with the flank. That's crazy. Unbelievable.
Yeah, insane A main fight. I was trying to look at people's numbers, so I didn't see too much of all the util that happened, but it looks like every ability was used by every player, so really good trading at the end in like the 2v3.
And now we know where Fuzzy is. Fuzzy's got a little bit of a long road ahead of him because of where Spike is planted and, 1v2 and all that. But Fuzzy can clutch. We've seen it before. Now just slow walking in, taking the time to clear, speeding up. He's just gonna look for the defuse, I think. Smoke gonna come in, hits Long Claw low. It's not aware though of Jua. Jua will take the round.
Yeah, they tried their best, but really good recovery after that A main fight. Looked kind of like a disaster, but came through with the trades in the end. Didn't give up, kept pushing.
Super solid on the side of DFM, that one. Now colors are switched, ladies and gentlemen, and I am losing who is who.
Might be their first pistol, I think, because I don't know if they won one last map,
Point
so
Astro
great
out.
start
their
for them.
first pistol.
See if
Changing the
it
game.
goes into something else here.
P main pressure, looking to fight right into Fuzzy. Be aggressive into this. Looks around, finds Fuzzy as he teleports away, and now that's a free B site. They're not gonna maybe be aware of that. Eyes is looking for Hazcan, they find him and get a kill. So now it's kind of a weird situation going on. Jua looking for this back row fight, misses,
Oh, no.
find it, and just goes down. Is the progress that is being made right now, but they are going to go through B fast. Not being a lot known. Nina gets a pick, and now it's a 2v4. This is incredibly dangerous. But
player
good
standing.
flash by Masao. Bringing another long claw, 1v2, but a vault invested. They're just looking. Oh, it does not find it. Julio with 3. And they just win the ante.
I could not have made that easier.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, insane looks from SPG. Pulling it out of nowhere with the triple flank, overwhelming. They kind of just picking off players like crazy without a chance for a trade. So I'm not sure who was leading the charge on that or on that eco, but kudos for getting all those. And we're gonna see. Oh no, DFM we're thinking about forcing up, but they're just going back to what they were doing on pistol. Go for a bit of main pressure.
Careful now.
Util invested quite heavily. Fade Eye was used. Just gonna bag up, and they're just going through art. Real fast. Masao's gonna flash the corner. Keep going. Masao looking for another, but doesn't get it. Dies. It's a trade here. And DFM 3v4 trying to find it. Golden Claw. Oh my. And that was a 3v3. Derpina's taking the A main pressure through, but I think they're kind of aware of that, so they might try to play towards B.
Yeah, they're kind of grouped up. They're kind of contained, so we'll see where they decide to
Wall tripped.
push, but I like that they're going to push as a whole squad here.
I think they have the right read. Going A might be just perfect. Long claw finds Derpina, and now they're just gonna go towards A, and they need to. And SPG need to start rotating. I invested, looking for this Phoenix. They're not necessarily aware of. Hits Chua. This is Long Claw.
30 seconds left.
Long Claw swings his utility out.
Spike planted.
Grab is held, but now it's a 2v2. The retake's gonna be faster. Julio flashes the corner. He has one more flash to invest. He's going to use it right now. But he tweaks around the corner without no use, but still gets the kill. Flashes around looking for Hazcan. Gets both. I can't believe it. Julio, it's his round. It's his game. It doesn't matter.
Just ulted on the last round too, by the way, and 5 out of 6 after that cleanup. And DFM did really good to make that a really winnable looking round off an eco, but still a really good eco, I might add, but they were so close that I felt like they could have been able to get it, but really good cleanup from Julio, who's 8-1 already. Looking for aiming aggression again to hopefully get this orb, and they'll probably ult this round. But first real gun round after all the eco shenanigans here.
I feel like SP or DFM constantly forcing into these eco round, into these buy rounds. It's not working out as well as they hoped. I want to see a lot of pressure. Julio's gonna get one and just go running away. Not let this fight turn poorly and just get the trade and just leave. He's back to his ultimate though, and that is very dangerous as a Phoenix, just to have your ultimate again.
Yeah, very important kill taken there, and they're going to spread out a bit on the DFM side. Poke and prod, see if they can get a pick. Look for this kind of pick potential that we saw SPG doing on Lotus here. But looks like they're not gonna get...
Pressure's just not being put anywhere right now. It was kind of getting put towards Art, but now they're just backing up. Fuzzy looking for his kill. Does it? I said his kill as if it belonged to him. It did not. But now they're just looking through. Going to Reach. They're pressuring through. A lot of spamming. Not a lot of commitments. And they're not aware of Thighs and Art.
30 seconds
He's gonna
left.
push up. It might be perfect. He gets the first. He's looking for the second. Pulls a detail.
No charges.
At the inopportune moment.
I'll find you.
Doesn't find the other one. Now with 3v4 on the side of DFM. They're just gonna push through Art fast here. Spam by Julio. For time, dies, gets another.
Spike down.
Hazcan needs to make his move now. They need to be moving a whole lot faster, and they're just not trying to trade every angle. They're not gonna get it. It just ends. on the side of SPG because they ran out of time, weren't committed to any location.
Trust me, they will make mistakes. When they do,
Yeah, way to
take advantage.
hold pretty well. I think the idea to spread out and look for something was good from DFM. They just weren't able to regroup and commit to something once they weren't able to get any kind of freebies there. So
A gift.
back on the eco they go, although we know they're a bit deadly on it now. Where we see 4 stingers and a deagle coming out. So
That's not ready. Teleport's ready.
definitely something to be scared of here if you're SPG.
So it looks like they're going to try to do a mid commit again. And this time a bit more aggressive showing. They're just going to push through. Stun coming out. Teklo moving fast. Now they're just going to go to hell. Julio is going to set up a flash, but it's not going to matter. But Teklo does not get the kill. He looks
Enemy
through,
down.
dies with a second. Looking for a third, doesn't quite find it. Use, popped in. Grabbed both. Ow. They're going to keep getting faster, I think. And Blanclaw just gets bit. Right on the ass. And, oh my goodness, Jua. It's an amazing shot. She's on for a second, but just misses on Duncan. But Hazcat finds a pick here. They have an in.
No
They just have to play pretty fast here. And they're gonna get site planted, which is super vital. And they have a fade ult to invest.
Alright, I'm back
This
to
is
it, sir.
looking winnable.
Launching thorns.
You bombing.
Alright, our observer's back.
Last player standing.
He picks up the pick. And now the fade ult is no longer there to invest, but
ultimate's
Hazcan's
ready.
gonna get one. 1v2 for Hazcan. All picked out, and Fuzzy just hits the easy shot.
Yeah, good contain. They kind of went for the same style of eco that they did on round 3 with the double dash into the art connector there, but yeah, good contain there. Honestly, I think I was doing okay. I was cooking. I couldn't figure out how to go third person though.
We our first timeout used over the entire game. I low-key forgot about timeouts, and the fact that none was used in the Lotus game is diabolical. I can't believe it.
I mean, my entire team, our entire team forgot when we played. Like, we lost a map really hard, and then map 2, the other team took a timeout. We were like, oh, we forgot that was a thing.
Bro, we could do that, yeah. And honestly, it's probably the right time to call one. You're kind of not winning on a attacker-sided Pearl, which is not good. You should be winning these rounds, and not to say that they aren't making them close, because they are by like quite a bit. The fact that these rounds are close are just a testament to how DFM play these games. The problem is they're not winning them, and that is just due to the nature of they're playing a little bit separated, not really trading, not really playing together a little bit.
Now, important gun round off of the back of this timeout. 4 ults on the side of DFM, with Teklo 1 away, looking like 5. 4
I'll find you.
ults on the side of SPG, and this A main orb is a hot commodity here, and it's taken.
I'm just gonna get aggressive here, stunned out. And they're just gonna the Phoenix are gonna take all the space, but they're backing up. And the problem right now is they're not taking space off of it, but the Fade finally does. This pressure from the backline's important. Art needs to make their timing. Art does. And they
Spike
get
down,
2
mid.
there. That's
Gun here.
super vital
I
for
have
how
the
this
spike.
round's gonna play out. Now they're gonna lean towards A a little bit. They're clearing through. Hazcan's gonna get into a fight with Terpina coming up next. But just slow and steady. They're kind of matching the attack vibes of SPG on Lotus, but I think they need to play faster. Playing into Terpina. And ult is invested here. And he gets caught out. Wow, unfortunate. Really searching for it. 2v4.
Spike planted.
And Fuzzy is like nowhere close to helping. Still just slow walking through, checking everything. I think this round's a little bit cooked.
Yeah, it depends on if this pick is any value to an art.
There.
Huh? There's something.
Julio
There's a
finds out
possibility.
tech flow. There's a possibility of something. Just clearing. Blind invested pull.
Watch your eyes.
Flashing.
enemy
It
remaining.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
Last
matter.
player
Oh my
standing.
goodness, Coolio doesn't get it. But
No one
Fuzzy
else
does.
can do this.
Like 2v4, and they make the round that looked impossible just that good.
Every fight going their way. Understanding how to fade out the pull, the flash, dodging it, going aggro and A main. Honestly, I think they're just playing with the confidence, and I don't think DFM are showing that much confidence that SPG are, and it's kind of showing in these kind of 2vx's
That
a lot of the
works.
time. Because they had that round in the bag off the back of their ults. They played that beginning and mid round really great from DFM, but just kind of fell apart in the clutch.
I feel like you're just not playing aggressive enough.
Spike down A.
This A main fight is like I was gonna make some sort of thing, but this A main fight they have won every time with a pistol. And like whether it's just through a smoke, a molly, it doesn't seem to really matter. They have Spike again. There is just not a lot that they can really do.
Thorns are alive.
Yeah, and you say they're not playing too aggressive, but I feel like the one time they do is on the eco, which is really hard to do and hard to win, so maybe that's what's discouraging.
Flawless.
And a quick clean up.
Yeah, quickly enough. Just not a lot of. It just feels bad because it's like this is a defender-sided map, but you see how many rounds they get so close. Not obviously that past round, but just kind of bringing it in and just being like, I feel like they don't need to be aggressive off the start, but then when they see their picks and where they can start getting aggressive, they just slow down for some reason when they should just be punching it. You see a hole, you don't just kind of go, oh, is that a hole? Let me just look around the hole. It's just punch it. It's just slam that. It's like, what, they then give them the time to adjust?
Yeah,
It's not working.
Coolio's kind of just taking A main control all by himself as the Phoenix, and that's really hard to do
That one's
as the
dead.
attacking team. And Hascan gets a haircut.
So just
Yeah,
gets
walk
caught
through
out.
smoke play.
Just, they just looking rougher and rougher. But look at we have a hole through in connector. They have a hole through. But the problem is that since they've given nothing towards mid, this hole doesn't matter because they know that they're there. But they get a pick, and it's vital to how this run can play out. But they're not taking advantage of it. They're slowed down again.
Yeah, it depends if they have the read under Pina, if they do end up going A.
It looks like they do. Setting util towards it. But we're playing slow. We're allowing these teams to set up in positions to catch them out, and I think it's just not going to help them. But Duncan looks away,
timing.
and that's terrible
30
timing.
seconds left.
Coolio's kind of aware that they could be behind. Coolio's jumping at the...
There.
Okay, they're now aware of him. What? Why are we fighting like this? And we just, like... Oh my goodness, we had someone who could have just gone around the back. Like,
One
why are we not
enemy
both?
remaining.
And it's now, Julio's just gonna do it all, just round down. And
Yeah, not quite punched, just timidly peered into.
we don't clear the backside, we don't... DFM! That, like, I have the most belief in you, DFM. I know you're good. I've seen you pull spectacular stuff. This is not it. This is, we're playing timid.
Yeah, if I'm the coach and I was calling a timeout, I'd say stop thinking, be a little dumb, and just go push something. Get a little silly with it. Which looks like they might be doing. Long push. So classic.
Aggressive. Getting trades out. Out for 4v4. Fuzzy misses his shot. He's done. And they're just gonna keep pushing this out for the crew. Gets it done with taking no damage. The aggression works! Blinds himself. And he's stuck. And he's doing something. I don't know what's happening. And there's a 4v3 on the side of DFM with some shenanigans occurring. And they're holding their positions. They just are also a little bit not playing for trades. And we're swinging out. Longclaw's dead. Flash in return. Doesn't get the pick. Coolio with 2. Trying to find it. Dash forward. Gets traded. 2v2. Swings out. Thighs gets 1. Now it's a 1v2 for Hascan. And just doesn't find it. These positionings are so strange.
Yeah, they had a really good opening. Got a chance there to make something happen, but I mean, it's just hard to deal with the 2 ults, Phoenix and Fade Out.
This is crazy. It feels like we've been doing this forever.
It just feels
From
like
with the counter flash and only having a stinger off the back of it, couldn't quite get like an AWP or any good gun for that.
100%, but it just feels like they're not playing for trades. They're up 4v3 and it ends 2-0 with like nobody really swinging for a trade. Like the counter flash, that was good, but then we have, I don't know, maybe that round's a bit rough, but they did get really aggressive and I like it. I like a lot of stuff they're doing.
Yeah, maybe it was just that afterwards, pulling it back after they got the site to be a little bit more passive.
Away with you.
We'll see how this one pans out with. How are they going to deal with this comp?
They're just getting really aggressive on him. Fuzzy just gets a second one. And he's going to be looking for a third because he is all sorts of stuck. Doesn't find it. We're on a 3v3 on site now. Fade's gonna be Jupina's just getting really having a lot of fun. Long call picks up Jupina. That's impressive. Now, we're looking for the flank. Julio's coming through.
Bam.
And Thighs just swings.
No charges.
Gets it. We're just not gonna get plant down actually for like at all. Longclaw's just gonna get aggressive. Gets the dink on Thighs. Julio with flashes util. Threat, dangerous. And Longclaw gets the timing, finds it. Now, a very winnable 2v1 for them.
Planted.
Thighs does have to fight. Does have enough health to fight Hascan.
Knows both positions.
Gets blinded, but I don't think Hascan's going to be aware of where Thighs is. That's the timing. Doesn't find it. And they're just going to run. Longclaw's just going to play behind. Play safe. This is just going to turn... I think this is going to turn into a round win for DFM because there's not a lot of time for Thighs. And Hascan's just playing Ring Around the Rosie with him. Thighs is just looking for it all. Can't do it. Swing out comes. Find him. And we finally have a second round on the board for DFM off of a very aggressive round.
Yeah, Hascan played that 2vx pretty well. Not taking any extra risks there, so I like that they're able to just punch through B and this time close it out. So they got 2 more rounds for them to make some more stuff happen, and off the back of that, they have some guns. They've got 4 ultimates available. They want to try getting the ball rolling, getting the momentum moving. It's going to be now.
They just need a better half than they did on the next 2 rounds, and we're looking nice. A lot of aggression hard, but it's all by itself. Teklo's gonna hold the site, and they get the kill under Pina. They're looking for Phoenix. He tosses around. They get a trade, but Phoenix is down low. Looking for it. He gets traded out. 5v2. Thighs gets caught out, and this is like just the perfect kind of aggression we're waiting to see. Fuzzy gets Teklo though. And we're a 2v4 onto the site.
Spike planted.
Same 2. Oh, never mind. It's not the same 2 players who won it last time. That was Coolio instead, but we'll see. Astral could make it a little scary since they're so far off site here. A close Astral that lets them defuse safely could make it a little hairy, but he might not want to commit that to this round.
Can't use that yet.
Going to pop, flash. They're not going to use the pull yet. They know they can get off the flash. Actually, pull is the best. Alive. But Fuzzy gets 1. They gotta know at least somewhere. World is divided is up.
Diffusing.
And they're going. Molly misses.
Player standing.
Longclaw goes through. It doesn't matter. They hold around, make sure it's safe. It was risky there for a second. They get away with it.
Last round
All
in the
3
half.
die.
That's so unfortunate. But they do have enough money to buy into this round still.
Yeah, not as well as they'd like, probably. They might be missing some pieces of util, but you can see why that Astral was
Checking the
so
situation.
scary because of how far they were, but the sheer numbers made them able to just run through it. So here we go. That momentum is
Let's
working.
see
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You
So,
want to
Get out
play?
of my way.
Missing
Let's
some money right
play.
now.
Recovering it.
Let's see if they can
Taking
continue
that
this
back.
momentum swing.
Fuzzy just finds that first pick like he's been doing almost every round. That gun finds a second. He's just gonna keep hunting. Hits him through the wall. Long claws low. Gets traded out. And now some aggression.
You're dead!
And now Masowski gets the
Last
aggression.
player
And Fuzzy
standing.
just finds it. Has 3 on the round. And now it's just has it all alone. And it just gets killed.
Yeah, all pressure has been
Switching sides.
really hard to deal with from DFM. So we're gonna see if they've got some heavy defensive strategies here to really shut SPG out of this, or else they're gonna run away with it. This is a very important pistol for them to get. They're gonna really want a double pistol on this map to make it close.
And DFM, I think it feels fine to talk about the implication of like why this game is super important. DFM kind of need to win this game, or else they need to, if they would like to make the 4th seed or anywhere in between, they have to win 4 out because they'll be 0-3. So this game is vitally important to where they want to be in this tournament. The Rush is going to come out early B main, and there is a setup for it. It's going to stall, but it isn't set up perfectly. It allows just a little bit of a walkthrough, but Derpina just gets hit by Mascan. Now it's just 2v4 on the side. They're just pushing through. Duncan gets it. Now 4v4. Slow down a bit. They're just going to stall, but all 4 people coming through lane is maybe not the greatest idea. Masao's already around the corner. He gets one.
Silence.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, just flawless on the whole. It was just kind of all over the place where I thought it was going to be, and they just all line up one by one.
Yeah, looked like they had a little bit of a foothold there, able to trade out, but once they lost the site itself, it was too hard for them to get back in. Really good from SPG just to like cripple the base and Link. You saw there were so many people on like Hascan's screen at the same time that made it pretty hard for them to deal with. Just good team play there, team fighting.
And we're just going to probably see probably the same aggression as with Fuzzy with Alert. And we're seeing Abaya from the side of DFM. Hoping to make this early investment, but Fuzzy catches out Long Claw. And oh my goodness, Urbina gets shut down. And Fuzzy just finds another. And Hascan finds Thighs, and we're just going to keep going back and forth here, 3v3, and now we're going to keep it up. Jua looking for the pick.
Need that back.
Julio's just going to back up. Slowly but surely, they're going to now vest into this B, which they can now hear.
Covering it.
They're just going to push through. Julio looking for the pick. It comes out. The one misses. Jua's quite low. Oh, Hascan in a vitally important spot. Needs to get 1, maybe 2 for this round to become winnable. Doesn't find either. Still looking. Doesn't find it. Duncan gets it. And now, Jua very low.
One
Swings
enemy
out.
remaining.
Just misses. And now Teklo in a 1v3. He's looking for the exact same peak. Finds it this time.
Spike down B.
Now, Julio is
Got
low
spike.
with no
30
utility
seconds
up.
left.
He's gonna find default, and Fuzzy
Okay,
finds his third
quick
for the
break.
round, and that is 11 out of the side of SPG.
Buy stuff, ka-ching, little skrrr, then we're done. Yeah?
Yeah, they are just good at containing, playing these like. None of them really cross that middle line of sight. They all stayed on the left side and just let the range of the guns work for him. So good play there. And I believe that DFM had forced up into that one again with the stingers and such. So they're in a very similar position to last round. Actually, might be identical with the 3rd round force at 311 here.
The aggression made. Win this one. Push through. Masao gets it, but Thigh straights through. And no other aggression made. Just the one. So kind of a strange idea. going for. Stall util used. It's a lot invested. Fuzzy's just making his way up B. He's lurking every round, and they're going to find the middle. But Hascan is through. But he's thinking about a flank art. And he's not here, though.
I think he did. He pinged it out.
Okay,
But
they're stalling B.
I'm too far.
maybe? they're eventually going to make their way over. Because they don't have A main intel either.
But they're not really... They're not committed because they don't think they hear Plant going down. But now they do, so I think rotates are just going to come flying out of here. They're not... Like, yeah, very stalled right now, looking like on the side of DFM.
We'll see how they want to play this. I mean, they're probably just going to have to do something really quick and haphazard because they have really bad guns to work with, so it's going to have to be quick.
They're just running it down. Jua gets one. But now, 5 and Island by himself.
One enemy remaining.
That makes 3.
Has can't stall alone.
You got to
That
stop.
is
Not.
12-3. Side of SPG and
Match
one round
point.
we'll do it.
Yeah, and you've got the Coolio Phoenix ult to work with here. It's going to be really hard to stay in this, but at least they have some guns. The loss bonus coming in. And Masao's going to have the Phoenix ult of his own, so it's now or never for DFM. Because they've got to make it happen. And Hascan stalled his B site with 5 players about to run down B long.
Yeah, because the A aggression is inside. No, nothing shown just yet. Hascan's gonna probably just playing into where he can play safely, but I don't think it's gonna end up working out for him. I think Hascan's just a little bit too pushed up, but he does get Coolio.
Face your fear!
Oh. He's aggressive up into it, gets grabbed, everything, and he's just gone. Not a use his defensive line. Get Masao down. Defina playing fairly aggressive. Coolio into the mix, but Longclaw gets the kill. 4v3. They're now sending down Plant. Longclaw
planted.
gets
Going
Turpina. Missing. Dive for thighs. Set up. Buzzy gets Teklo. Getting the flanker out. Now it's a 2v3. Masao gets Duncan. Now it's a 2v2. Plant isn't for them. I'm surprised they're not just trying to stick this. Longclaw goes to the defuse. Masao peeking out. Gets thighs. Now it's just the off by himself. Gets it. And they finally put another round on the board out of DFM with a great retake.
Yeah, they're able to make that one work. I don't know if SPG getting a little overzealous there, but just making the trades out. Masao getting some really important kills there. And yeah, crumbles in. They gotta try to keep this momentum going to get this momentum fully flipped. They're really close to some ults that they really want to get online to really make this happen. So we're gonna see some B or A main fighting here right off the rip.
It's not Julio finds Masao as one of the big guns, and Longclaw goes down. Now we're in trouble because no one's towards A, and they're gonna make the rotates, and Fuzzy's lurking. Fuzzy is lurking. And I think he might find Jua. Oh, what do you mean noise?
Footsteps known.
Spike planted.
Oh, Jua is giving off, and they're just getting aggressive. Coolio finds it. Now they might know that both players are coming through A main.
Map is flipped. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to retake from that small choke point here.
And they got an
The
op
op
and
could
a
maybe
gun.
get value.
Julio sending a blast. They're gonna push through. Jua finds the first.
Last
Bring
player
around.
standing.
Thighs is in the perfect position.
One
Gets misses.
enemy
Julio
remaining.
finds one. Pistol coming through, and Jua gets it! She is unstoppable in this round. And that is 12-5.
We defend this reality.
Yeah, they're making the right reads now. This is how they kind of come back into it. I don't think SPG are playing that different. I think just DFM are sending it and being a little bit more riskier because it's now or never. So they're making it happen. They just got to keep being flawless for 7 more rounds. But now,
I go.
remember I said last round they were close to the ults.
That'll
Now they've
work.
got them online. So they do
That'll
have a
work.
bit of a snowball potential here to catch up the half.
Get out of my way!
And they're just gonna fight A main again, but Teklo's gonna get really aggressive. Shut it all down. Let's go back and knock. They're gonna get alt orb here, and oh my god, hold on, I didn't even notice. Through the back line. Oh, but does missing. Flashes miss. What is happening? We are having some problems. But now it's a 2v3 in the side of DFM. And Fuzzy's really in and around. And both players are splitting up, actually. Which is maybe not the call I would think to go for. And they're actually just going to back up here. Let the Phoenix ult run out. And looking for a pick. And he does find Fuzzy. It's vitally important to the round because Duncan is low. And Coolio's ult invested. This is a very winnable round. 2 ults left.
One enemy
Hat
remaining.
gets picked off. Now it's just Jua. 1v2. We've seen her do things like this before. Now we just have to see her do it again.
Obscuring vision. I need a
Searching
stack.
for the first
I
pick.
need that back.
Finds Coolio. She doesn't know where the second one is. And she is getting flanked. Whole lot down. Coolio is low. Jua just has to find a vitally
Last
important
player
one.
standing.
Finds one. Duncan has to flank though, and it's game.
Attackers win.
She tried her hardest.
Wow,
It
wow.
was just not enough.
VX really played there in the 2VX. Taking the site, making the right rotates, closing it out in a pretty down looking 2-0 from PSG. Really looked like their team plays on point early on in Season 3.
Yeah.
The Champions League
Um,
winners?
hmm?
PSG? They just won.
SPG.
I know, but PSG just won too.
Oh, PSG just won? Oh, okay. So everyone wins. Everyone wins. Are we doing interview?
Only if you want to. I don't
yes.
really want to.
Oh, Angus doesn't want to do interview, but we want to. So let's get Coolio in here. Or whoever they send, actually. We don't really...
Well, you can
Yeah.
ask.
I can ask here.
We would... Yeah, we like Coolio, I think. He was frying.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting the temporary thing here.
I water went down the wrong throat, dude. Holy cow. I've been dealing with it all game.
Okay.
Ugh. Mhm.
Hello, hello.
Coolio.
Congrats on the dub.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome, welcome. We're just gonna ask you questions. Do a typical interview now. Just glaze you, do all that.
That hit me.
Dominant game from you guys. Really putting down the hammer. How did it feel? Playing through the games, going through those motions.
It feels good. We've been putting in the work. It feels good to see results on the other side. Honestly, our Pearl, we haven't practiced as much. I would have liked to get at least one more rep in, but I showed up in a big way, frankly. Had a nice game, or at least a nice defense half. So pretty happy there.
Yeah. Speaking of the prep, it looks like the Lotus was super clean macro-wise. Is that one that you guys have practiced a lot? And as
Um,
a secondary question, do you guys have like someone IGLing for that map?
yeah, I think roles wise, Lotus just works really well for us. I think a lot of us were just very comfortable individually, and that just comes together as a team to mesh well. Comms are good. We're just vibes are up. We know what we're doing. IGLing is it kind of split around. Derpina actually does a lot of the like mid rounding and things like that. So it's nice to have a communicative duelist who's talking, who's aggro, and then Ty, Little Thighs is kind of our big picture.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are now 3-0. You're leading the group. You guys are looking in position, to take that 1 seed, make it your own. The rest of the competition you have to play. You have maybe you have a couple maybe difficult games. Who knows? But how are you guys feeling going into the future of this tournament?
I think we're just taking it a game at a time. We kind of went into last week against 100 Tonys. We didn't give them the respect they deserved, and we had 2 close maps against them that we squeaked out. But just respecting our opponents, making sure we're bringing our